Yo, what's going on, guys? We got a brand new video for you guys right here, and I'm here to talk about the 5 worst trends of 2022, man. You might agree, you might agree to disagree, or you might even just not like me at all. You think I'm dumb. I already get that a lot. So, yeah, 2022 was a lot of fashion trends, a lot of micro trends, a lot of things that are micro that I don't want to talk about, but, you know, it's been a good year for fashion. I feel like there's a lot of discrepancies with a lot of outfits. You do get the cookie cutter outfits, you get the NPCs, but I feel like a lot of people, I've seen a lot more different outfits now than I've seen before, and I like the individuality of this year's like fashion trend. Just a lot more people getting into a lot more things, and let's get right into the video, man. Let's get right into the 5 worst trends of 2022. Like I said before, you can agree or you can disagree, but let me know what in the comment section below. Am I missing out one? What's one do you hate a lot, or try to change my opinion on one of these? So let's get on to the honorable mention. Actually, let's get on to the honorable mention that I feel like is a pretty bad trend right now, but it's not as bad. That's why it's not on the list. I was watching a Harry video about his like worst fashion trends, and he's kind of right about these, and it is pearl necklaces. Yes, pearl necklaces I've seen around a lot lately, mostly the younger crowd. I do see little like older people do wear like, the pearl necklaces and stuff, but like pearl choker necklaces, pearl like wrist stuff, wrist wear, wristband. Yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah, it's definitely like a younger crowd thing. I do see it on younger people. I don't mind pearls. I was close to buying some pearls one time. I was clutching my pearls, and I was about to buy some pearls. I was at a thrift shop. They were right there, just sitting right there. I was like, you know what? I do need more kind of what's it called? Bracelets. There you go. I needed more bracelets. I was thinking about the pearl bracelets, but I stopped myself. Yeah, I've been seeing pearls everywhere, man. A lot of people are adding pearls into like their jewelry. I've seen people making new jewelries now, adding pearls to that, and I don't mind it. Like, I'm really on the fence about it. I do kind of like some pearls, but like I think right now it's just really, really too many people in that crowd of wearing pearls that it's kind of lost its luster, like lost its uniqueness. Right now, it's kind of you gotta have pearls in everything, right? So that's just an honorable mention. I think everybody's all pearled out, bro. Like all pearl jammed out. Just give it back to the oysters, please. Okay, they need them pearls. Okay, yeah, that's the honorable mention is pearls. I do agree with Harry on that situation. You probably won't see it in 2023 as much. People are probably gonna go into like a different type of accessory. Very Y2K, I would say. So yeah, let's get on to number 5, starting off the list. For number 5, I might get a lot of flack on this one, but you just hear me out first. Just hear me out, okay? And number 5 is mules. Yes, you might be thinking, what? Mules are ruling over 2022. What do you mean? I love mules. It's easy, put them on. Well, with things that are wrapping up to get popular, you get some bad ones. You get some really, really bad ones. You get companies or like shoe brands that have no business in making a mule, and they just decide to make a mule because it's what's in demand right now. It's popular, and that kind of ruined like the whole aspect of mules for me. I don't own any mules. I do like, how easy it is to put on. I do like some, so that's why it's just number 5 on the list for me. But I think it's just been overdone a lot by different companies that are just ruining it down for the good ones. All right, like a couple good mules there's a bunch of bad ones. There's just a plethora of bad ones just sprinkled around everywhere. Right, I don't have much examples, but there's like some weird ones that shouldn't be really that popular right now. I'm actually right off the top of my head, it's like the UGG mules. I think those have been around for a long time, but those are not a thing. Those should not be a thing. And like Jordan brands doing some mules, and like North Face, the puffer vest mules. Like there's some bad ones. And they just brought down the mules for me. Obviously, there's some really popular and good ones like the Birkenstock clogs or the Bostons. And then the Yeezy foam runners. There's a Hydro Mock, and there's Salehi Bambury Crocs, and Crocs in general. But all the other ones, kind of doo-doo, kind of trash. Throw them into the waste management. So yeah, that is number 5 for me, is mules. Do like some, but it's just been really overdone right now, especially in 2022. I think it's gonna slow down a lot in 2023, but it's just the bad ones that just really bring it down a lot. So let's get on to number 4. And number 4, I might get a lot of flack for this, actually. I just don't like the association with this style of clothing. So I'm gonna have to say it. It's the Destroy Lonely or the Ken Carson's people, the Rick Boys, the Opium people, right? I know I'm gonna like all the younger crowd. They love that stuff. They love wearing the Ramones, love wearing Number 9, love wearing Hysteric Glamour, love wearing those clothes with like logo, like it's a little bit of grungy, almost emo-ish. And I'm sorry, it's just bad associations with me for those type of people. Like, they are the rude people on Grill. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, they are the guys that are rude, man. I'm sorry. I just had really bad experience with these type of like people that dress this way. Most of them are reps too. Like, I have no problems with reps, but you know, since with like the abundance of a lot of these rep clothing, with especially with the Ricks, you have a bunch of these people around. You know, I have that phase too. Everyone want to dress like Kanye. They want to dress like Playboy Cardi. But I just cannot see this coming into like, I don't know, I just don't really like this trend. I like Ramones. I do like Rick Owens. I like all those brands that they're wearing. But, you know, when they put it all together, they all kind of just look the same. And it's just an association with it, man. Especially on Grail, they're always like, think they know more than you. They always like, oh yeah, this costs this much. I'm gonna sell for this much, no budget. And you don't know what you're talking about, yada, 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 right? Or they'll be lowballing you. I remember some guy, he messaged me. He had a Playboy Cardi icon. He messaged me on Grill. He was like, $200 plus shipping. All I asked. I'm like, this is a $600 like sweater. I got it. My highs out. Someone already offered $550. He's like, that sounds like you problem, not a me problem. I'm like, oh my. And I've had a lot of problems with that. A lot of people dealing with that. I don't know. It's weird association. But yeah, that is number 4. I don't know if you guys agree with me or that. It's the Rick Boys. I love Rick Owens. He has some great pieces, but this should not be your whole personality, right? It shouldn't be your whole personality. So that is number 4. The Ken Carson guys, the Destroy Lonely guys. I like some of their music. I just don't like the people associated with it that, you know, that bring it just down for me, man. They just bring it down for me, okay? So let's get on to number 3. And number 3 is the Balaclavas or the Shiesties, the Pooh Shiesties, man. Shiesty, that's my dog, but Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. Is it just me, or did people wear more in the summertime when it was hot than they did during the winter? I don't know. Maybe I just noticed that, but a lot of people were wearing them in the summer more than they did in the winter. Obviously, it's kind of like a dying trend a little bit. There's still people around wearing it, but I used to remember like it was all over. Everyone was wearing like the bunny ones, all kind of balaclavas. I don't like it. I don't like that you look like you're about to rob something, or, you know, I know you want to stay warm, but it is definitely a micro trend that I don't see coming back again in the near future, or, you know, wearing it as a big trend as it once was. I never liked the balaclavas. That's why it's number 3 on my list. There is some cool ones, but, you know, I just don't see it. You know, I just don't see it. You know, Kanye or Mr. Redacted wore some of those like design face masks or face ones. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. It messes up your hair, dude. It does. You get all sweaty on it. I don't see how you can get past the sweatness. So yeah, that's number 3 is balaclavas. I think a lot of people agree with me on this one. I did a little bit of research, and people are saying there's a lot of balaclavas on the list. I do have to agree with them that, you know, it's just one of the worst trends of 2022, to be honest with you. It's just true, just facts. It's just valid, man. It's just facts. And you guys might agree, you guys might not, but I feel like it is. I remember seeing it a lot, and now I just don't see it that much, only on certain kind of people that kind of wear it. So yeah, that's number 3. Let's get on to number 2. And number two, it just has to be over logoed clothing, like just way too many logos. Here's an example, right? You have some clothes right here, like a denim tears Levi's, right? You see this everywhere. Denim tears Levi's, a varsity jacket, and a vintage tee, and maybe some Ramones, right? And then you have a fitted with all the logos on it. And I just think that's just way too many logos. But you see that everywhere nowadays, right? You see that all the time. Always see those denim tears. I think they're fire, but it just way too many logos mixed with way too many logos on your uppers, and then your headwear too, which I don't like. I think it's just way too much going on right there. It can be tastefully done. I've seen some NBA players do it. I've seen some people on like my Instagram do it well too, but you know, there's a fine line of making it look good or just you don't make it look good at all, and or just make it look like there's just too much going on, man. There's already too much going on in my life. I don't want to do all that. You know, my clothes are a little bit more subdued. I do like logos, but I wouldn't, you know, make everything a logo, right? I just have one logo, plain, you know, plain stuff, plain everywhere. Honestly, I've been seeing a lot of logo stuff everywhere. You know, they'll do the racer jackets or the varsity jacket, like I said, and it's just everywhere, man. Logos. And I'm a more of a basics man myself. That's why I put this a little bit higher. But I don't like it, man. I just don't like it. They can be tastefully done, but a lot of people nowadays are getting into fashion or trying to, you know, recreate an outfit and trying to look like that. Certain NBA players, it just doesn't go well for them, right? It just doesn't go well. It doesn't fit them, or it just too much going on, man. Just too much going on. So that's number 2. Let's go on to number 1. And number 1 isn't really that big of a trend, but I'm surprised that it has made its rounds around like people's outfits. People have bought some. You know, I'm all for, you know, going crazy on the outfits, trying different things, but I don't see it with this one. And number 1 is the large boots, the comically large boots, the villain boots, man. I just don't understand them. Like the ones that go over, like it's like like mud boots, like water boots, rain boots. Seen it on Kanye, redacted. You've seen it on like NFL players that copy his look. I've seen it all around too. Balenciaga also has done like the Crocs one, and I just can't see myself wearing those. I thought they were weird when I first saw them. I still think they're weird today. Like I just don't like them. They just look really wonky, and they just give off like one certain look, right? They just give off one look. You can play around with them, but the boots just take up everything, right? So I'm a shorter guy myself, so those boots are gonna go to my thighs, and I could work at a strip club, right? And then the very next day I start wearing them. So I don't like them. I think a lot of people would agree with the comically large boots as well. The villain boots should stay in 2022, to be honest. You know, I like boots, but that's pushing it, man. That is pushing it to the limit right there, that I just don't see myself, you know, wearing, or don't want to see it anymore anyways. So that is number 1, is the large boots. I know it's been made fun of a lot on Twitter, online, and I do have to agree with their sentiments about it. And yeah, I just cannot, man. Them large villain boots, bro. You are the final boss, man. So yeah, that is the 5 worst trends of 2022. Let me know you guys agree with me, you guys disagree. I feel like I curated this, you know, little list. It was hard for me to kind of number the situations, anything. Also, let me know if I missed one. I would love to know if I missed like a good one. I tried to do a little bit of research on it, but yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to that 1K by the end of the year. We're almost there. We're like 40 subscribers away. And don't forget to follow my Instagram right here. I will post fit pics. Sometimes I'll post some stupid, funny fashion thing. And I know y'all love that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Peace. And there's actually the best trends of 2022 coming maybe next week or this week too. You know, if I feel like, you know, in the creative mood. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And stay tuned for the next video. Peace.